Come one, come all, come to the shows of shows, where I, that Dane, will tell you about the deepest and most mysterious questions out there. Yes, that's correct. Oh, well, I asked a bunch of people on the web about some questions, and then I would answer them, but you know, that can still be quite mysterious and deep. Alright, now with the balls hit, time to ask some real questions. I got some from all over the web, so I'll start with the biggest pool, that being YouTube. Why though? Why not? Are you really a sentient Lego toy? I have a question for Avatar. What is your profile picture supposed to be? And, well, a bunch of people have asked what in the world is that, and there is actually a story to that, which I'm now going to tell. It started back in the olden days when I didn't have a profile picture, and I thought, I need one. So I picked this as a bit of a placeholder while I tried to find an actual real photo. And I couldn't find one, and for months and months I looked. And then, this just kind of stuck, and this became the new me. And I didn't know where I got it from, I just kinda got it. And it wasn't until like 3 years later when I actually found the game where it came from, that being Casual Story. So, no, this isn't even Lego. It's actually a Brickton from Casual Story, which is a good game. But yes, I did pick it because it looked like a Lego man, and I did love Lego because, well, Danish. So yeah, it's not Lego, it's a Brickton. But in real life, yeah, I'm a Lego figure. Q&A. Hvilken del af Danmark kommer du fra, og hader du svenskere? Ja, jeg er rigtig stolt dansker her. Der er ikke så mange af jer faktisk. Overraskende. Jeg er fra Jylland, som du sikkert kan høre, og jeg er fra Midtjylland. Mere vil jeg ikke sige, men hold nu kæft. Jylland, det kan noget. Og havde jeg svenskere? Jamen hallo, det er jo jeg er jo dansker. Selvfølgelig havde jeg svenskere. De sataner. Bortset fra Skånefolket. Skånefolket er nice, men de er jo danskere i sindet. Men ja, jeg er jyde, og det er jeg meget stolt af. Ha, se ingen af. Det kan så hvad jeg siger. Haha, taber. High five, Danmark. McLaren, a true fan, being a fan from way back in the day. I know you. I know all of you who are great big fans, alright? Don't worry about that. But he asks, do you have another YouTube channel before this? And no, this is the very first I ever had. I have other accounts, like my serious business account and my troll account, I guess. I don't really use it, but I have a troll account. But no, this is the first account I've ever had and the first ever YouTube channel. There is no other videos out there of me. This is all there is, and it's gone pretty well. I mean, 2015, that's a long running, huh? Before that, I just didn't have an account. I was still on YouTube, I just didn't have an account, so I couldn't like and subscribe things because I was simply that shy. I was too shy to like a video. Man, I have changed. Hello, Mr. Dane. Oh, Mr. Dane, that's very fancy. Is your IRL name Dane? And why is there a that in front of your name? How did you come up with your name? Well, a bit like my avatar, it actually started with me needing something new. I had an old gamer tag which I didn't like at all, so I wanted to change it. And I thought, what is me? What am I for a name? And then I thought, I am a Dane, because I'm Danish, therefore Dane might be a thing, but what else? I need something else to put in there, it can't just be the Dane. Sir Dane? Nah, doesn't fit. There, that Dane. That Dane, that sounds kind of bloody cool. And then I just picked it, and now it's been my name for the last, I don't know, many years. So yes, it's just that. My real name isn't Dane, it's Michael with a K. Some don't know that, but I'm not called Dane. I am a Dane. I'm not a Dane called Dane, I'm Dane. Like a Dane-ish. And to be honest, I'm surprised by how many people who think my name is Dane. I mean, look at my background, look at my banner, my accents, my name, it's Dane. I'm a proud Danish boy. I'm just very Danish, alright? Are you gonna do more history videos in the future? And then it talks about how he would love to see more and how I might be interested in it. And yes, I am a huge history nerd and I do love some history. It is my favorite subject by far. However, I don't think the YouTube scene is really interested in it. I mean, I've tried to branch out and people don't like that. They want the icebergs, but I can't do that forever. So I might have to branch out sometime in the future. But even that might not be history. Trust me, I love history, and I do love covering it, and there will be some history in there. I will try and prop it in there, but in the future, there might not be history, or even icebergs. I might try and change that, but for now, it's iceberg galore, with some history over there in the corner. Question, Mr. Dane. Oh, again with the Mr. Thank you so much. What is your opinion on furries? You do know you put him on the spot here, right? There's a thin line I have to walk now, and God, it can go bad. But yes, do I like furries? Well, I don't like the thought of furries. Don't hate me, I have a reasoning, shut the fuck up. The reason why people become furries is because they can be someone else. They get a persona and they change character from their normal beings to a furry animal where they can be whatever they want to be. And I don't like that concept because if you don't like being you, then fix it. When there's a problem in front of you, you fix it, because if you don't fix it, you'll just stand there. There's an entire road ahead of you with you just being you, and if you just stand there in front of a rock and don't move it around, then you're not gonna change it. If you just enjoy it because it's a funny thing, then I guess I don't mind, as long as you don't become a zoophile. What the fuck do they call it again? A zoophile. As long as you don't become a zoophile and don't annoy anyone else, then I guess I can't get mad at you for being a furry. So in summary, if you're trying to be a furry to avoid life, then don't do that, alright? Try and fix it. And also, if you're gonna be a furry, then stay out of the cringe compilations, because you tend to be on those for some reason. Opinion on British cuisine, and I gotta say, it's very underrated. It's very good, actually. I mean, fish and chips, bangers and mash, Scotch egg, it's very good. Somehow we just like to shit on it for some reason. But it's still good, so what the fuck cares? It's delicious. Do you like my cat, Mr. Dane? First off, Mr. again, what is this, a kind of sign? Second off, I don't see a cat, so question mark. How many languages do you speak? Well, I hardly even speak English, so that's not a good cover. However, I would say I'm fluent in English and Danish. And then there's a few other languages I can barely speak, like a bit of French, a bit of German, some Swedish and Norwegian, and then that's the mumble pie I can do. I mean, listen to this. Do you think this can speak many languages? Is water wet? Yes, it is wet. I don't want to hear anything about that. Oh, well, it's actually dry because it doesn't touch water. Literally, scientific people says yes, it is wet, and it's fucking water. It's the definition of being wet. Just because I did a little bit of a mind trick doesn't mean you found anything, because guess what? Water is still very wet because it's goddamn water. And if you have anything to say about that, look at this.
So therefore, in a drop of water, all of the molecules by our definition would be.
Now shut up. Thoughts on the socioeconomic state of the US. Alright, so usually I don't get political on this channel, and this is the third time I record it because the last 2 times it has been like 5 minutes, so I'm gonna do it briefly, about a minute maybe, alright? So when comparing the US and where I live, Denmark, you can see a huge difference. In the US, it's a liberal system where you have to pay it all for yourself, and in Denmark, it's a socialist wealth state. You get most of it, however, you have to pay tax out of your ass. And even though I don't like socialism, I'm more of a nationalist/conservative myself, I would say this system in Denmark is way better, because even though you have to pay taxes out your ass, in the US, you got student loans and medical bills, which will also have to be paid out your ass. The big difference here is in the US, it's more or less your background, which depends your future, because if your family can't pay for education, then you ain't getting shit, which you just don't see in Denmark. Here, everyone has the chance to be a successful person. You just gotta work hard for it. The road is laid, you just gotta walk it. So my thought, the American dream is in Denmark. It's not over there. It's very unfair. And oh no, there's more. My Discord, join now, also got a chance to ask some questions, and here they are. Are you a potato? Not like an insult that you are a dumb potato, but an actual potato. Alright friend, what the hell are you trying to say here? Is it because I look like a potato that's peeled? Or because I sound like I have a potato in your mouth, you racist? Huh? I fucking know you and your dark secrets. And no, I'm not Irish, so. How tall are you? I'm 1m75. Do you have a YouTube channel? How did you know that? Do Swedish people have souls? Or well, calling them people is kind of on edge, isn't it? And I think that answers the question actually. When is the cutlery engraving video coming out? Alright, Hard. This guy have told me maybe a year ago at this point if we could make a video about engraving on spoons and knives. And that's not coming. There's nothing to find there. It's just fine design in the middle. It's not gonna be anything good. They're gonna hate it, Hard. Do you like weed and is Panama Garfield's worst fear? What? Alright, so first of all, one at a time, right? Number 1. No, don't do weed unless you're Green Christmas. Second off, I wouldn't think Panama is Garfield's worst fear. I wouldn't know him. I don't know the guy. What software do you use to make videos with? Good question, Stamp. Right now, and I guess also right now when I'm editing, I use Audacity for collecting voiceovers. And I use a Yeti microphone to record with. And that's the voiceover part. I use Google Docs for script making. And I use Filmora for editing videos. And apparently that is a whole like triangle of evil, apparently. People hate the Yeti, people hate Filmora, I mean, people even hate Audacity. It's free software which records your voice. There's nothing to hate here. I don't know, I like it all. It works fine. And Google Docs is just lame, you know. Who's your favorite content creator online? Aside from yourself. Good you said that, alright? That would've gone a different direction. I don't know who I like the most. It changes from day to day, but I generally like, what would it be called? Commentary, I guess. I like Game Grumps, Only Plays, even Jerma, even though he's a streamer. I like that kind of talking with jokes and whatnot. I don't care what I actually watch, I just kinda like the commentary to find the jokes. Yeah. And despite my entire fan base being a fan of him, I don't actually watch Wendigoon. Some people think I do because I'm an Iceberg creator, but I would rather make icebergs than watch iceberg videos. And when I do, then it's just whoever I see. It doesn't have to be him. What kind of games do you really like? Well, there's a few games I like to play. I like to play Team Fortress. It's free and there's always someone playing it. I like poker because it's a fun concept and I'm good at it. And I'm good at winning money. And I guess I also like Hoi 4, Grand Strategy. Thinking. I guess I like thinking doing games. And now, back to YouTube. Here is a sloppy seconds from our community post. Why do they call it oven when you off in the cold food of out the hot eat the food? What? What gave you the idea to start YouTube? Or start making YouTube? And the thing is, I just loved YouTube ever since I can remember. I remember back in the days when I watched Smosh making Pokemon sketches and just people being smart. I remember Taser Guy.
Don't tase me, bro!
I'm that old. I remember the olden days of YouTube and just being a child, wandering around school, having fun, and going around the summer and watching some YouTube with the sun shining in. It was so damn nice. And still today, it's not the same YouTube. Now it's just 2, but still, it's kind of good. And I enjoy the whole thing about YouTube, just making videos. However, I never became one, only like many years later when I thought I want to try it, but also knew I wasn't gonna be anything big. And one day I just thought, am I really gonna die one day thinking I never even went on and tried being a YouTuber? I mean, I could at least try, and then I just made my first video about TF2 during Corona, and then, well, this happened. It's now a thing. So if you want to do something, just do it, and at least some of it might come true, and that's always good. Any of the iceberg topics that you have covered give you personal anxiety, or has any of them impacted you in a negative way? I'd say mostly no, because I take icebergs pretty well. In fact, I'm not scared very easily. I'm actually kind of hard to scare. However, that whole break of the truck scared me a lot because I wouldn't say it scared me, it just freaked me the fuck out because I just saw someone die on camera. Well, they didn't die, she survived, but it felt like I just saw someone die, and that's very scary. But now, even that doesn't scare me anymore because it reminds me of the amount of fucking comments which can't hear for a goddamn second. Because in the video, I said that bricks falling off of bridges is in greater danger than those falling off of trucks, because I just want to show some light on that being killed from bricks thrown off of things is very dangerous. And somehow they thought I was talking about bricks falling off of bridges and thought that was how the video happened, even though you can clearly hear that I changed from talking about truck bricks to bridge bricks. You can obviously hear it, yet somehow people still shit on me about it for this day. They shit on me for something I didn't even fucking do, and it's pissing me right off. But it's whatever. If anything, icebergs make me more angry than disturbed. What's your favorite Kanye West album and what's your favorite band? I second the Kanye question. Alright, shit, I don't listen to Kanye, like, at all. I don't even listen to that kind of genre, so fish sticks? But my favorite band, I would say that it's three great picks. Two of them kind of stick together. I like Red Vox, which is a indie rock band, I guess you would call it. And yes, that is the band where Vinny Vinesauce is a part of it, but I don't care, the band is great. And the second 2-3-ish would be Danheim and then also Wardrunner. As that whole kind of old Norse folk music is very great. It's not like let's drink the mead. No, it's actual kind of new music but with a Nordic theme, which I, as a Danish historian, love. And that's the two bands I really like. I like them so much, I got shirts from both bands. I got a Red Vox shirt and a Danheim shirt, and I love both of them. What is the most disturbing thing you've ever seen on the internet? Oh god, what would that be? I've seen a lot. And again, I'm not very easily scared, but I would still say that Harlequin disease, which you can get as a baby, is the most disturbing thing. I can't show that because I don't want to show you, it's that gruesome. But not only does it look like a scary misformed baby, but it also gave me a scary philosophical question. Because if I ever got a child and it was a Harlequin diseased baby, what would I do with it? Because I hate the look of it and it makes me uncomfortable, but it's my child. What would I do with it? So it's both giving me a disturbing feel and disturbing thought. It's like a combo and I don't know what to do with it. Do you have any scrapped video ideas? I do have a few actually. I have one about the invasion of Bornholm and the pure chaos of it, which I thought about making twice, and I have the script basically finished, but I didn't make it because I thought nobody watched that. That's one of them. When it comes to icebergs, I did try and make the philosophical iceberg at one point, but it just got boring for me and I just didn't want to finish it, therefore I didn't. Right now I have a whole 2 pages or perhaps even 3 of Google Docs where I just have ideas I plan it onto, where I slowly add more and more so I never run out of ideas. However, more ideas is always appreciated. If you got an idea for a video, say it and I might make it, or I might not. Don't expect something here. Why is Denmark's capital on an island? A good question, and I have a good answer. You see, back in the good old days, Denmark looked like this, as it should do, where the capital, Copenhagen, was right here, in the heartland of the country, right around the waters as a trade port. It was actually made by one of our kings as a trade port to rival trade and all that in the area. However, it grew so fast it just became the new capital, just completely ignoring Roskilde, the older capital. But however, those soulless Swedes invaded and now the Skånefolk is under occupation, and Denmark is exposed on an island right next to our enemy, historically at least. So that's why. Team jacket or team hoodie? I'm more of a team button-up, if anything. I don't wear any of them. My fashion goes between nerd and Polish construction worker. Somewhere in between there I am. Is there a deaddane iceberg shot out there, and would you make a video about it if it actually existed? No, there isn't one out there, but even I have thought about making that iceberg. Just as a kind of, draw my life, I would do a me iceberg. That'd be a great thing to do, wouldn't it? I thought it would be kind of creative, but no, there's not one yet. perhaps out there in the future, either I'll make it for a big milestone, or someone would make it because they're really, really bored. But if you actually do want to make it, gather some friends, gather some of my fans, and even ask me, and I'm sure everyone would help to make a great iceberg, which I then probably would cover some day or another. Or perhaps I got another plan for an iceberg video which would be revolutionary in some sense, but I don't think I have the subscribers to do that yet. However, one bright day, I might just make a new type of iceberg videos. I got it all planned, I just need material. Are you based and red-pilled? I am red and based-pilled. Why did my boyfriend leave me? You shouldn't ask me that, alright? I'm not the love guru here. I don't know what the fuck to do with love, alright? So sorry and sorry, I don't know what the fuck to do here. Have you ever had any paranormal encounters yourself? And, well, as you most likely know already, I don't believe in ghosts or aliens or ghouls or gals, but I do have some paranormal activity encounters of my own, despite not believing in them being actual ghosts. There was one time when I was a small child, a Dane of like 7 perhaps, maybe even 8. I was at my grandparents' house, and they were outside for some reason, and it was all dark and stormy. I think they were at the neighbor's house actually, and I went into their house alone to get candy because free candy, motherfuckers, let's go. And as I go in there, I immediately think, oh, I am all alone in an old rotten house in the pitch black with a storm outside. This is spooky, but I had to have those caramels, alright? So I walked through the house to the kitchen and just saw the caramels and thought, oh, well, that wasn't that bad. And as I begin to walk casually over that bottle of caramels, or the jar of caramels, something taps me on the fucking shoulder, and I freeze. And for 2 seconds, I just wait there, then switch around to see what it was, and then no one was fucking there. I just got tapped on the shoulder by no one, and it's safe to assume I bolted out of there like a fucking meteorite, alright? I was out there in less than a second, and I never felt anything strange after that. It was just that one moment I remember, and well, it was weird, but it was most likely just some kind of wind or me being paranoid. Yeah, ghosts. What motivated you to do iceberg videos? Well, I would have said money because I love money, but as it seems, God here doesn't want me to make money apparently, so well, now it's just because I like making them, it's a fun hobby, and to become a thing, you know. But also, so I can make videos which are good. I mean, I want more videos to enjoy, so why not make them yourself, huh? Do you have any plans after doing YouTube? I don't know what you mean after. I'm not gonna end this unless something terrible happens, but the plan for the future is I'm gonna finish college now, then join the military, then university, and then perhaps get a job in history. Again, history nerd. But if YouTube here becomes something, I might just evaluate on that and try and get some cash out of it. If I might. If it even does happen, I mean, if it happens, it's still a risk to do because it could just fail midway through, and my life would be in shambles. But let's see how things go for now.